Greetings, everyone, and welcome back. Well, we made it to episode 4. This is the capstone, the final day of week 3 of my free-to-play series, my 100K 2020 challenge, where I take a new free-to-play account and try to parse 100,000K in an ISA pug. This week is not nearly as explosive as the previous couple of weeks because I really played a lot then. I've only played 4 days this week, including today. We've had a lot of server maintenance, and basically I'm just trying to take a little bit of a less grindy approach. At this point, we're going to start getting into some really long grinds here, and that's going to be reflected in today's report. Next week might be a little bit more exciting, however, but yeah, this week, not as exciting as the first 2 weeks, so I apologize for that in advance. In case I didn't mention it last time, there's going to be time codes in the description, so you guys can skip ahead to future parts in the video if you want to do that. No comments this week, so we're going to go ahead and move into the progress report. Okay, and we're here at the progress report, and there's really not much to report this week. So really nothing has changed in terms of, anything really. There's no new gear, no new upgrades or anything like that. I've gotten a few more skill points into the intel tree, but that's not really much to talk about. No new traits, nothing like that really. Reputations, nothing's really happened with that either. The 3 that are sponsored have made it to tier 3. The rest are all still tier 2, so no new progress on that either. No new duty officers. All that stuff is basically the same from last week, so progress report is a little thin on the ground. I have gotten a couple more endeavor points. Got 3 points into crit severity, 1 into crit chance, 1 into damage resist, 1 into hull regeneration, and 1 into max shield. So we're now at endeavor rank 7, and of course we're going to keep working on that and raising it up farther and farther. In terms of dilithium and energy credits and things like that, I have 77,000 dilithium. A good chunk of that just came from refining on this character, but also some of the Jem'Hadar alts, even though I haven't been grinding on them, I didn't grind on them at all. I didn't do any grinding, but some of them hit tier 5 in the campaign for the Admiralty, so they were able to get 5k for that, so I was able to get a little bit of dilithium from there. However, next week we are definitely going to start seeing the dilithium come in from all this Admiralty stuff. So if you watch my dilithium farming video, you know how all that works. I said initially it was going to take 2 to 4 weeks to get that going because I don't play every day. I only play 4 or 5 days a week. Also, these characters have very few ships available to them as Admiralty cards, so even if I get the mission available every day that I log in, it doesn't mean I have the Admiralty cards to actually do it, and you want to get as close to 100% as possible, although oftentimes you have to go with less than that. And definitely next week, most if not all of them are going to have completed a 10 for 10, so next week really going to ramp up the dilithium starting next week, so that's going to be something to look forward to. Of course, we have the we're starting to get into the next section, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to switch over to strategy and tactics. And here we are in strategy and tactics. I renamed this section. I called it planning last week. I want to start calling it strategy and tactics. Strategy is where we talk about long-term planning. Tactics is where I'm going to talk about my plans going into the ISA. And then, of course, the next segment is going to be the ISA. So, strategy. Let's talk about fleet ships. It's actually going to take a long time for me to get some fleet ships because getting tier 6 and these reputations is a long process. It's probably going to be months before we can actually get those fleet ship modules, but something did occur to me. We are going to get 2 ships actually because there's more than 10 reputations, so we can get more than 10 fleet ship modules, and with 10 fleet ship modules we can get 2 ships, so probably going to get 2 different ships. And I have a list of candidates, and the Quay is definitely the best ship I could get, the best performing ship that I could get, but it does fail a litmus test for me, and that is that it is simply too ugly to fly, so I may not get it. Although since I am going to be able to get 2, maybe I will get it as the second one, we shall see. Other strong candidates include the temporal warships, which have fleet versions. Those are very strong ships. I don't really like the bridge officer seating on them, but otherwise they're pretty good ships. Another option that I was considering when looking around last night is the Fleet Sec Strike Wing Escort. It only has 4 tactical consoles, but I really like the bridge officer seating on it, and it has a good weapon layout. So, and it has a hangar bay. So it has a lot of good things going for it, and there's a fleet version of that available as well. Plus, it's a Klingon ship. If I were going to get the Temporal Warship, I would not want to get the Klingon one because, again, too ugly to fly. If I were going to fly a ship that ugly, I'd just get the Quay. So, it looks like right now what I may do, and what I may try to do, on both accounts, is I'm going to start experimenting with high aux builds that don't use aux to bat, that use other cooldown methods, and that use the Nukara traits, the Nukara offensive, and maybe the defensive if necessary, in order to get some boost that way. I just posted a video about the Borg lockbox, and there's some really exciting new duty officers coming with that may and traits coming out that may help with that as well. So we're going to have to take a look at those. Those may factor into a build, and maybe I'll even be able to get them on this account if I buy them off the exchange. Okay, other things to talk about strategy-wise. I do have 77,000 dill here. It's very tempting to just open a 10-pack and go hog with it, or even pick up a locator. I could convert some fleet credits and go grab a locator. That's another tempting thing to do, but I think I'm just going to hold on to it for now. Because with the event coming up, we're going to be able to get Omega upgrades, including those rarity upgrades. So if we have a little bit of dilithium for that, we can do that way. So that's going to be exciting. So I think I may hold off on dilithium spending for this week. This is all I've accumulated this week is this 77,000. I'm sure to have more next week. So we're going to wait and see, because I think I may hold off on upgrades in favor of those Omega upgrades and see where we are at the end of that event and see how many more upgrades we need. I don't want to buy too many upgrades now and then get a whole bunch. Although, let's be honest, there is no such thing as buying too many, right? But we're also going to need dilithium for like reputation items, Terran Task Force, dual heavy cannon, and the 8472 turret, and all these sorts of things. So going to be a little bit spendthrift with my dilithium at the moment. Okay, that's about all of the future planning strategy stuff I wanted to talk about. So let's go ahead and talk about tactics for this ISA that we're getting ready to do. So I do have one new thing to show you guys. I've put out several blog post videos this week, but actually I had planned on doing a video on ship devices, and I know, please contain your excitement, I'm still going to do it, just not this week. But I was looking around to see what kind of ship devices I could use or add that might give me a little bit of an extra edge. And one that I found, because I've been having problems activating fleet support. Fleet support is really good, but only if you can use it. And I tend to just die from full health to dead. You know, I don't tend to have time to react. Because if I see myself going down, I'm reaching for miraculous repairs. I really don't have the time to do both. And maybe I should put them next to each other on the bar. But I noticed that in the Romulan reputation, if you take a look, we're going to get access to new ones in a while. But you can get these distress calls. And so it acts a bit like the reinforcement beacon type things. I may go out and get one of those as well, like the one from home or the Delta Alliance or the Pirate one, because I think they only share a 2-minute shared cooldown. But for now, I do have those. It had 10 charges. I've already used 2. So we're going to pop this. It lasts for 60 seconds, so I'm going to pop it right at the beginning. At the very beginning of the ISA, I'm going to pop that. So we're going to see how that works, and then we're guaranteed, no matter what happens, to have some kind of reinforcement damage on the parser. So I'm hoping that will help give us a little bit of a boost. Okay, so that's it for strategy and tactics for this week. Let's get into the ISA. Okay, here we are. This is actually take 2 because I forgot to do a parse the first time. So I was talking and everything and couldn't use it, had to delete it. So here we are. We're gonna try again, and yeah. So this is take 2 on the ISA, but that's okay. Other thing I was gonna mention, I'm probably gonna get the flak cannon from the competitive once I hit tier 3. So I should have that on next week's video. to replace the bug zapper. But yeah, let's see what we can do. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This over here. Make sure my weapons are firing. Oh no. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, let's get over here. Oh, we didn't do our distress call. Damn. Dumb. Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die. Please don't die. Let's get the spheres. We need the spheres. Oh no, I'm not aiming at anything. Come on, please, please. Weapons, get the weapons. At least we're flanking. Are people just leaving before it's dead? Am I the only one here? Okay, well at least we got that. Well, I don't think we're gonna have a chance to get fleet support off, but probably because we're just not gonna have enough time. Really gotta watch my health here. Oh man. That generator down. Let's get spheres here. Are people not helping? What is everyone doing? Maybe I just can't see them, but... Oh, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh, we still have a generator over here. What is everyone doing? Are people finally showing up to help? Okay, we might be able to get fleet support. Maybe. We're gonna try. Gotta really watch our health and do a balancing act here. Come on, health's going down, health's going down, come on. Come on, hit me a little more. Come on. Probably not gonna happen. We're not pulling enough threat. We're not gonna get fleet support. Well, disappointing. What am I doing? Whatever, good enough. Yeah, fleet support is not gonna happen. That's okay though. Alright, keep an eye out for the Parse. Gonna be ending and boom! Okay, well, we didn't get fleet support off, but not a bad effort, I'd have to say. Could have gone better. There was way too many times where my forward weapons weren't pointing at anything, so I'm not super happy about that, but what are you going to do? Okay, let's just grab some marks here, and we're going to go take a look at the Parse. Okay, here we are at the Parse. We got 33,000, which is a very mild improvement from last time. That's only 3K more, but you know, what do you expect? I actually had no improvements to my gear or anything, so, and the piloting could have been better, so I guess I don't know really what I was expecting. A little disappointed though. I mean, we did better than these guys, but I mean, we had a guy in here doing 131. It was like 191 guy the last time, so when you have these big DPS, which usually that's me. Usually I'm the big DPS guy in the group, but yeah, it kind of tends to throw things off, but I think 33K is not too bad given the ship that we have and everything, and it is an improvement, however small, from last week, and considering nothing really changed, I can't really be too upset at that. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on here at the chart here. So we had a much better start, clearly, than the last time. So we shot up here, and we were in the 50s at some point, and then we kind of, evened out into our normal range here, which looks like, I guess if this is 20, this is about 30. So yeah, it looks like we did about 33 sustained. Crit chance was 32%. That's not too bad considering we only have one locator. We take a look at the big spikes here. Again, about 150 is the max spike. I'm curious to see how much the distress signal thing did, the Romulan thing. So we take a look and find pets. Oh, it only did 180. So that's not too good. So that really means that we did better on our own. We actually performed better because 180 DPS is like nothing. So I would say that almost all of that improvement is only 3K, of course, but I think that just came from having a better run. That's really disappointing. 180 DPS. That is pitiful. I can't believe it was so bad. I really thought it was going to be like 3K and that was going to account for the difference. That's really, really pitiful. So probably not going to use that anymore. Probably going to go out and get one of the beacons, either the Delta one or the one from the home mission. Going to go get one of those and use that instead, so I'm not wasting marks. Maybe the higher versions are. I think at tier 4 Romulan you get a better distress call, and then at tier 5 or 6, I think 5, you get an even better one. So maybe the max rarity one is better. I might go test that on my main account next week. And so we'll see. We'll see what the situation is with that for next week's Parse. But here's this week's Parse. Slow and steady wins the race. Didn't really expect much. I was hoping it would be better, but it is an improvement. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.